The Christian Life Center started in 1973 in Caribou, I believe. And then it moved here to the Christian Life Center, what we call now, what used to be the convent. In 1983, they created this booklet commemorating those 10 years, which were mostly for youth retreats and youth gatherings. The calendar shows how many retreats they had throughout the year from July through June of 1981, 1983. And the youth here were really excited about coming. I remember hearing about it after I was married, but the teenagers really loved being here. I believe the first director here in this place would have been Father Paul Stefanko, who is Monsignor Stefanko now. He was here for several years. He was followed by Father George Adams, who was here a number of years as well. And around the time of Father Stefanko and Father Adams, the board decided to open the retreats to the adults. And so, not being sure what kind of retreats would have been best, I guess, they started with Cursillo weekends. I can't say for sure when Cursillos were brought here to the Christian Life Center. I do know that I experienced my Cursillo in July of 1982, and it was very, very hot. The women were all excited to be here in spite of the heat, and for many years we had at least 4 Cursillos per year, 2 for men and 2 for women. Father Tom Murphy, who has since passed away, was here for multiple Cursillos. He was the spiritual director, and that was the big advantage of having a director on site. Deacon Don Clavet, in 2010, I believe, was the director here at the Christian Life Center. And we had a guest priest as spiritual director who was Father Lapointe, a Franciscan, who came to assist. And Father James Albert was here also. And after a while, you'll see in the picture right there, Monsignor Stefanko, as I said, was one of the first directors at this site. And it was a huge advantage having. Several years ago, the Knights of Columbus felt it was important to have a retreat for men because they found a need. Some of the men wanted spiritual nourishment. And so they sponsored the first few men's retreats. Initially, they were Knights of Columbus retreats, which then kind of morphed into men's retreats. And you can see that even though it was strictly men's retreats, the women still have a role to play, even if it's in the kitchen. And we have also had women's retreats, specific to women, and those are always well attended. When Deacon Don Clavet was acting director here at the Christian Life Center, he initiated a movement to bring something different to the Christian Life Center as far as retreats were concerned. And he hit upon the ACTS retreat. ACTS is an acronym for Action, Contrition, Theology, and Service. And the purpose was to have people come in for their retreat, be nourished, and go out into their parishes and serve there. Each Acts retreat is based on a scriptural theme, as you will shortly see in one of the posters that an Acts member created. The women have their own versions, and we'll see that shortly. And as you look around, some of you may recognize yourselves or other people that you attended Acts with. And may they rest in peace. There are a number of them who have gone to their rest. This is one of the posters that was created by the women of Acts at one of the retreats. You'll notice that they have their pictures and their names above those pictures. They have created the poster around their theme. This is how the women chose to commemorate their weekends.
2020, we were supposed to celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the Acts retreat here in Frenchville. My brother Dan, who'd been on Acts retreats for many retreats, put this poster together, and these represent each of the retreats that the men were on, and from the 1st to the 10th. And this here on this end, the little chart, it's the number of men that were attending the retreats and the number of team and retreatants.
And now after the pandemic break, we start anew with retreats that are different, with younger people, as you can tell, altar servers, middle school students, and some of the elderly, Columbiates and our catechists. And we come full circle with a full-time director. We've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of people come through these doors, and they've been blessed in many, many ways.
Hi, my name is Rhea Ringette, and I'm here to speak about the Teen Acts. So I did 6 years total of Teen Acts. The first year was with Father Kyle Destu, and the second year was with Father Alex Anthony. So this is obviously like the first year. So you can see all of us there. And then this was the second year, and this was the third year. So obviously, due to COVID-19, we weren't able to do our Teen Acts retreats, but we do encourage the youth to come back and do our retreats with us. So we encourage all of you to come back.
And so we begin anew by celebrating our 50th Jubilee as a retreat house. Tomorrow, September 8th, we begin the celebration with a Mass at 10:30 at St. Luke's Church, followed by a gathering of food, friends, and family across the street in the Christian Life Center grounds. Please don't hesitate to come over, walk around, see the new and maybe the same old, and view the pictures yourself. And who knows, you may even see yourself in the picture. Except Father Alex is not doing well right now.